We should never allow the government to decide what is acceptable speech and what is unacceptable speech. We should penalize behaviors, not opinions, and not speech. If you start trying to regulate speech, you start trying to regulate thoughts, you start trying to regulate beliefs rather than behaviors, there's no way that you're not going to abridge the constitutional rights of millions of Americans.
with the PEI, we could have had a fourth firing. also been fired for short durations and long durations on unmanned tests prior to Apollo 7. And of course, there's been an extensive ground test program in the altitude chambers and at sea level conditions over the past 4 to 5 years. I think it's a very reliable engine. Of course, it's simple and well, if you can't fire it in one way, are there other ways of firing it? Yes. The firing so far on this mission has been through the automatic system used at 89 hours, 26 minutes. Flight Director Milton Wendler has just advised his flight control team here in Mission Control Center that we have less than 3 minutes now until reacquisition of the spacecraft, and he requested that they monitor their consoles, get prepared to reacquire, and to get a status from the crew. In other words, if the main firing system fails, or our backup all the way through. That's correct, Peter. If the automatic system fails to send the ignition signal, we have the capability, the crew can insert the ignition signal with a button on the control panel, and both methods were tested during Apollo 7. And there's a third backup firing signal that can be sent, which bypasses most of the complicated electronics at what we call the direct switch to the engine valve. Now, when you talk about engines like this being restarted, you talk in terms of seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. It seems to me that that's a rather short period of time to build up reliability. Well, of course, with an engine like this, reliability is the start and stop cycles, and once the engine is going, the propellant valves are open, the engine is up to full thrust, then I think we're talking about duration of firing versus starting and stop capability. And in the space business, of course, with the trajectory corrections that have to be provided by these engines, it's the start-stop reliability and accuracy of timing that really counts. And what about the components of this particular control, Houston? We now show less than 30 seconds until reacquisition. So let's take him out of his misery as to take off that helmet. Is there a escape mechanism from the seat, or do you just have to manually take it off? We manually take it off. Just open the rear closure and climb out. How heavy is it when you walk about? Do you feel the weight on Earth, the gravitation? It's no worse than it is to cover off. It looks uncomfortable, is it? Surprisingly, no. If the suit fits you properly, it is very comfortable. Mr. Kepler, I remember from the science fiction of my youth that men in space always wore suits that looked very much like suits of armor with heavy metal helmets with thin slits to see through. How did you find out this wasn't necessary? Well, I don't know whether it is necessary or not. We have gone away from the concept of heavy protection because one of the primary requirements that we have to face is that man must do useful work in space, and he must be able to accomplish more than the night could in the shining armor. These are custom tailors, specifically to each one of the astronauts. The astronaut has a suit individually tailored to him. When the suit is worn, as you indicated before, there is air conditioning. Could you describe how that works and how it feels when it's on? Yes, we have air conditioning systems that we use in the spacecraft, and air conditioning systems in the lens, and we have a portable air conditioning system and backpack, which is used on the lunar surface. Each of them operates a little bit differently. We have different workloads that we're facing. The command module, the workload is relatively low. In the land, it's medium, and on the lunar surface, it's quite high. Furthermore, we must maintain the body at a nominal physiological level so that we can efficiently work. Within the command module, this can be done strictly by means of gas circulation, of oxygen circulating through the suit at a pressure of about 3.75 pounds per square inch. Now, in the module and in the spaceship itself, the problem is the suit can cool within the suit. Yes. The suit serves three functions. It serves life protection for supplying oxygen should the spacecraft cabin be depressurized. Secondly, it serves to prevent micrometeorite impact. Thirdly, it serves as thermal isolation from the heat of the lunar surface and extra heat of the sun. You said the heat of the lunar surface. Before you get to the next question, and I just want to clarify that. I always thought it was awfully cold on the surface. Quite the contrary. The lunar surface temperature can go from plus 310 degrees to minus 250 degrees, depending upon whether he is on the sunny side or the dark side or in the shadow. Can this suit enable a man to survive in that full range of temperature? Yes. How much does it cost to make a suit with this capability? Well, it's awfully difficult to identify a cost per suit, since in order to manufacture the suits, we need a large staff of engineers and technicians and scientists to do the R&D work, do the testing, and maintain the suits in the field. But let's just assume that you have amortized the cost of your research and everything else, and you just present a type of suit. I have to answer your question this way, that right now we are running a production program and an engineering program. Were we to make an additional suit right now, all other things being equal, cost for an EV suit would be about $75,000. Pretty expensive. How long can a man wearing this suit be able to stay out of the space? This time of the lunar excursion is not limited by the suit. It's limited by the backpack. We have qualified the suit for 115 hours continual wear pressurized, which would be the worst case should a malfunction occur in lunar orbit with a LEM ascent, then the rendezvous and dock on the lunar orbit, and we transfer to the command module and return to Earth. Another 15 hours is how long? Let's clarify that. In other words, this is a self-contained spaceship that's going to keep being analyzed for 4 days. Yes. How does it all weigh in Earth gravity? 52 pounds. That is without the life support system. With the life support system, the life support system adds an additional 70 to 80 pounds. So it'd be 125 pounds or so on the Earth. Now, what does that translate into on Moon gravity? Roughly 20 pounds, 1/6. What happens if a man falls down on the Moon wearing this what looks like cumbersome suit? We will have no difficulty getting up. We have demonstrated this was an absolute requirement. Why did you have the experience of a no gravity atmosphere? No, I haven't done that, but it is quite easy to maneuver in this suit. It's got some pretty flexible joints, and you can get down and sit up and roll over and do surprisingly an amazing number of things that you can do in ordinary suit clothes. Could you describe some of the paraphernalia, the business around your head and all those? This is the communications carrier here. This is the neckring which attaches the helmet to the suit. And these are DS connectors here, which connect to the command module or the other side to the backpack assembly when you have that on. But it can
Dave and Jim, we lost home temporarily here.
His name is Omran Daknesh, just 5 years old, and his feet barely hung over the edge of a seat in an ambulance. Dazed, he didn't cry as he wiped away blood and the dust from a building that collapsed around him in an airstrike. His silence somehow reminded the world today of its silence in the face of the atrocities in Aleppo. Omran was pulled out alive Wednesday. 5 other children died when the building they were in was hit during the relentless Syrian-Russian offensive on rebel-held areas in Aleppo. The image of Omran's face spread like wildfire on the internet. One tweet called him the real representative of the Syrian people.
Stop killing Syrian innocent people, civilian. Our children need to live in peace.
The doctor who treated Omran said today there were many more severe cases no one is paying attention to.
We need to protect our hospital, our doctors, our medical workers from airstrike.
Omran is recovering. His family now wants to escape. The same choice another boy's family made a year ago, Aylan Kurdi, whose body washed up on a beach. He too was a symbol of Syria's youngest victims. Now there's a new one. Tomorrow there may be another. Richard Engel, NBC News.
They've reported from around the world, challenged the powerful, and they bring all of this to every story that breaks.
We've got breaking news, and it's good news.
And touches your heart.
How do you even say thank you? Thank you is not big enough.
I made this.
The images shocked the world. Relentless bombings. Stunned survivors.
I'm very